Many people are thinking about those New Year's resolutions, maybe working out more, taking time for yourself, or eating healthier. What about a plant-based diet? Corewell Health is offering a free 30-day plant-powered challenge. Joining us to talk more about that program is Elizabeth Suvedi. She's a manager of culinary medicine at Corewell Health. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here with us on this cold, snowy day.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely sweater weather today.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so before we talk more about that challenge, we're going to make something here.
Yes.
I'm going to help you.
I'm going to let you do the cooking today. I do a lot of cooking, so I figured to let you cook. So, yes, I'm going to get our burner going here, get a little heat going. So we're going to make a dish I love to make at home. It's a great example of plant-based cooking. I'm a chef by background, so to me, when you're cooking, it's got to also taste great. We're not just having any boiled Brussels sprouts. It's going to be really delicious. You're going to see lots of great flavor here, that umami, to make things really kind of pop with flavor. So we're making our baked farro risotto with some mushrooms and some kale. So first we're going to do an example of a water saute, but today we're going to do a little white wine. So we'll have you put this wine in there. That's going to get that going. Yep, nice. And you can already tell it smells really delicious. And then next we'll saute some onions. We've got some chopped up onions. We'll put that in there. Some aromatics can add some nice, great flavor. It makes your house smell amazing. And then we'll saute some mushrooms with that as well. Okay. So we got those all chopped up and ready to go. Mushrooms are a great umami to add to a dish, kind of gives it that meatiness type flavor. And then we can talk about cooking plant-based and whole foods. You really want that whole grain as well. So we've got some farro here. Actually, I think, yeah, this is farro. I was debating if it's farro or oat groats. It's definitely farro. They look very similar. It's just a nice hearty grain, has like a nice chewiness to it. So if you want to give that a little bit of a stir, you can. Okay. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of thyme as well. It's a nice kind of, this is another great example of a nice wintry fall dish that people can enjoy. Black pepper. If you like black pepper, you can go with a little bit more than that, but we'll put that in for some flavor as well. We're gonna put a little bit of salt in. That's optional if you don't wanna add the salt. You don't have to put that in there. And then what we'd normally do, and this is obviously, we're showing it quickly for people, but they'd let this simmer for a little bit and get those onions and mushrooms sauteed. Then they're gonna add in some vegetable stock, and that will get that farro cooking. And then finally at the end, once this is all cooked and done, we'll add in some nutritional yeast. And nutritional yeast is a great example of something that kind of gives things a little bit of that cheesiness type flavor. But you usually put it at the end as kind of a finisher. A little bit of lemon juice, because as a chef, you need to think about flavor balancing. So do you have that sweet, salty, bitter? And so that's gonna give it some nice acid.
A little messy.
No, that's fine, you're doing wonderfully. And then finally, a big thing in plant-based eating is trying to get those greens in there, those vegetables. And kale is a great example of getting some vegetables in your diet. I often tell people, whatever dish you already make today, ask yourself, can I add some spinach or some kale to it? And oftentimes you probably can. So we let that simmer now. You've done a great job putting it together. We'll put a lid on it later and let it really cook. And then finally at the end, you end up with this really nice finished product. I hope people can see that. But it comes together in like a really nice hearty dish. So you're not gonna feel as though you're not full. You're really gonna feel nice and satiated when you have this dish. So this is just one example of plant-based eating and how delicious it can be.
It smells wonderful. So tell us, what is lifestyle medicine?
So lifestyle medicine is basically really bringing together the science of medicine with the art of cooking. And so oftentimes people, you know, you think about your lifestyle and all the things you do in a day or you don't do in a day and how much that plays a role in your overall health. And so people sometimes think about, oh, I've got to invest for the future and I need to make sure I can retire and have money to do so. But if you're also not investing in your overall health, when you get to that point where you can retire, you're not going to be able to do the things you also want to do. So we think about chronic disease is on the rise, and so much of chronic disease is tied to what people are eating. And so we're really trying to make sure people understand that by making some of these what are really simple changes, but are not always easy to do when you think about incorporating them into your life, when they do those things, they do start to work much more towards optimal health. You can prevent and reverse disease through really being mindful of your overall lifestyle and the things you're doing.
So what are some of the benefits of eating a more plant-based diet?
So a great example is we were doing this plant power challenge that's coming up. And last year, a lot of the people who were in it, we had about 3,000 people that participated last year. It's totally free. They commented that they slept better. They lost weight. They felt better. They were able to exercise more and just be more active in general. And so there's just so many benefits that come. We had someone who recently shared that within 6 months of working with us, he had lost 60 pounds. He reversed his type 2 diabetes, got off his insulin. And so there's a lot of great success stories that we experience with patients like that, where it's really trying to encourage them to get away from the medications and just get healthier overall so they can live their best life.
How do you get some you know, picky eaters on board.
Oh yes, we do get picky eaters. So picky eaters, we love when picky eaters come in because oftentimes they'll come in our teaching kitchen and they'll be like apprehensive, not so sure about things. Smoothies are a great way to kind of sneak some things in with picky eaters. One of my friend's sons is a very picky eater, and he came over one day and I made like a roasted vegetable sauce, and then I pureed everything. And when he asked me, oh, what's in this? I said, oh, do you like tomatoes? He said, oh, I love tomatoes. I'm like, there's tomatoes in this. And it kind of kept it really simple for them. So just kind of hiding some things and things like that, chopping things really small. And then if they're younger kids or even really any age kids, getting them involved working in the kitchen can always be helpful because then they might start to try some of the food as well.
It is smelling good. Can you guys smell
it? Yes.
I think they can.